maniac 나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 maniac.
This is one of the best choruses I've heard ever since I started this channel. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another reaction. As you can see, I'm very excited because Stray Kids have just dropped the brand new music video for Maniac. That ordinary trailer, ordinary trailer, was absolutely amazing. There were so many different theories, from Alice in Wonderland, Alice Through the Looking Glass, Death Note vibes as well. And this very first frame of Hyunjin is absolutely amazing. We have almost like this parallel world, in my opinion, kind of alluding to the duality that the ordinary trailer has tried to portray. And also, maybe I'm reaching, but maybe it kind of speaks to the fact that the bad is overtaking the good in us, because in the ordinary trailer, I was kind of hoping, I got the idea that maybe they will do some social commentary on this new album. So without any further ado, if you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon, and let's get into it.
Let's go.
정상인 척 다들 힘좀 빼. 짓고 있는 미소들은 새 락이 풀리면 다 똑같지. 눈은 날 무서워.
Okay, this is already amazing, and I absolutely love the fact that this video kind of brings back my thoughts on Backdoor, because they're essentially like trying to let you know that stop trying to be normal just to please someone else. The real you that has been hiding all of this time, that can only come out in the dark essentially, or when people are not looking, because that other part of you is not going to be accepted by society. And we see almost like this world is being consumed by social media. Everybody's on their phones. We see all of these different emojis. When the lock is released, we're all the same. Your eyes can't fool me. You trying to pretend to be normal just to please someone else, just to obey by society's rules, because that's what normal is supposed to be, where in reality, you can't really fool us, because we know exactly who you really are, because we are all the same, and all of us have this side to us that is waiting to be unleashed and just have fun and be ourselves.
Let's go.
정상인 척 다들 힘좀 빼. 짓고 있는 미소들은 새 락이 풀리면 다 똑같지. 눈은 날 무서워. 허브제는 풀렸네. 정신을 간신히 잡지.
Oh my god, this is so cool. Like, the real me has been unleashed, because I've been waiting for so long and I couldn't hold it any longer. But then we have to go back to what society deems as normal, as they go back to work from having all of this fun in the diner to then going back to work, mopping the floor, and you are pretty much cosplaying, pretending to be someone that you are not.
정신을 간신히 잡지. 눈 한 번 깜빡이고 다시 세상이 정한 정상인 코스프레 준비. Mashup, mind blow, 정신은 backup. Prototype 내 속은 언제나 삐끗 monster. 유행 같은 친절함은 저리.
When he's on the subway around people, like pretending to be normal, almost like this prototype, because you are in this constant state of being beta tested, essentially, like constantly trying to adapt to society's standards, trying to be normal. And then once that subway is empty, on the inside, I'm a freaky monster. Like, the real me is being unleashed, but it's only happening when I'm with my loved ones, with my friends, or when I'm by myself. Kindness. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. I've been talking about that ordinary trailer and how I was hoping that these guys would do some social commentary. Kindness is no longer trending, now rotten, because that is exactly what is happening in the world right now. Everybody is looking for an excuse to be mean, to attack someone. We're no longer trying to find out the truth. We're just basing our opinions on the title of the article instead of going into the actual article and reading all of the substance. And the kindness has pretty much been sucked out of our lives because all we see in the world is cruelty, negativity, and just hate. And even if you see acts of kindness online, you find out that a lot of those acts are actually fake. So kindness is a rarity, and when it is portrayed online, it is usually being used as a clickbait to drive views. The title on the TV says Maniac.
Maniac 나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 Maniac Maniac Frankenstein처럼 걸어 Maniac 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 나서 빠진 것처럼 무슨 Maniac 돌아버리겠지 Maniac 비정상 등성이 되는 Maniac Maniac.
This is one of the best choruses I've heard ever since I started this channel. So essentially, Maniac is what the world has turned us into. Like, we try to be ourselves, and that is being considered as crazy. It's almost as if you have a loose screw, because by society standards, that is not normal. And when you are trying to pretend to be normal, you're just hurting yourself, because the real you is constantly wanting to come out. Plus, you trying to ignore all of this negativity, all of this hate, drama, toxicity, all of these acts of cruelness, it is messing up with your brain, which is essentially kind of throwing it back to the Ordinary trailer, where we saw that duality of good stray kids and evil stray kids. So this world, this society has turned us into the evil versions of ourselves. A maniac, which is not just crazy, but also kind of evil. So to throw it back again to the Ordinary trailer, good and evil versions of stray kids. And this scene right here, it's actually very interesting, because it's almost as if like all of that toxicity and negativity is consuming him, because the other versions of him are in the dark to represent the fact that mentally he is struggling with this society, and it is driving him crazy.
Maniac 나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 Maniac
I love this and how the camera turns.
Maniac 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 나서 빠진 것처럼 무슨 Maniac.
That choreography is absolutely amazing, especially with Hyunjin kind of portraying that craziness. We also see an ordinary store in the background, which is very, very cool.
Maniac 나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 Maniac.
The bird, as it's flying away, as Felix cracks the screen. So is that like a reference to One Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest, perhaps? And especially with the cracked asphalt, like it's a portion of themselves essentially in the back of their head, which is representing that loose screw in their head, turning them into a maniac, going crazy. It's like a small portion of them that is, I'm guessing, is going to be consuming the rest of their mental status.
Maniac 나서 빠진 것처럼
And the scene turns dark, as in mentally.
Maniac Frankenstein처럼 걸어 Maniac 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 나서 빠진 것처럼 무슨 Maniac 돌아버리겠지 Maniac 비정상 등성이 되는 Maniac Maniac
다 터진 형실밥처럼
결국 본색이 드러났지
편하지 않은 life it live is so tonight yeah 정상인 척 다들 척좀 빼 짓고 있는 미소 no fresh
All of your smiles are no fresh, your smiles are fake. Like eventually your real self is going to be exposed, so you might as well unleash yourself right now instead of continuing to hide it and eventually turning into a maniac. Fuck the standards. Fuck what society thinks is normal. just be yourself, be your own true normal self. And also at the end of that chorus, it says maniac group, we're maniacs. So all of them are turning evil.
maniac, maniac. 다 터진 형실밥처럼
결국 본색이 드러났지.
편하지 않은 life.
You are literally hanging on by a thread. Like eventually you will be exposed for who you really are. So just stop pretending that you are living, because essentially you're just hanging on by a thread and eventually it's going to snap.
정상인 척 다들 척좀 빼. 짓고 있는 미소 no pressure. 라크 불면 다들 똑같지. 눈은 날 못 속여.
All of his personalities.
내가 눈이 거리는 닥치를 받아 언제 터질지 모르는 도만 volcano. 전했던 바람도 언제 바뀔지 몰라. 다들 숨긴 채 살아가 like a seal tornado.
Like a seal tornado, and essentially they're exaggerating the phrase walking on eggshells, because nowadays it's not just walking on eggshells. Like everything, every step that you may take, everything that you may say or do, you're going to step on a minefield and it's all going to be blown out of proportion. People are just looking for any excuse to put you down and to maybe even cancel you. And in your mind, you're just constantly also kind of walking on eggshells, trying to figure out, am I doing the right thing? Am I trying to fit in? When am I going to snap? You're essentially like this tornado that is brewing and is getting, the closer it gets, the more destruction it will cause and the bigger it will get as it continues to brew. And that scene of them literally walking on a brain, which represents our mental aspect and how this world is affecting us and us trying to obey by society's rules, is absolutely amazing.
눈이 거리는 닥치를 받아 언제 터질지 모르는 도만 volcano. 전했던 바람도 언제 바뀔지 몰라. 다들 숨긴 채 살아가 like a seal tornado. Popping 순진하게만 보다가 그게 닥침. 우리가 계속 빼면 걸린 줄 아는 닥침. 이러니 돌지.
Superhero landing.
Maniac, 나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 maniac.
빙빙 돌아버리겠지.
Maniac, Frankenstein처럼 걸어 maniac. Maniac.
This is amazing.
Maniac, 나서 빠진 것처럼 무서워 maniac. 빙빙 돌아버리겠지. Maniac.
It's getting worse because the street is now almost like in this inception phase. There's the real street and then it's upside down. Like mentally, you're spinning out of control. You're getting worse and worse and worse. Everything is upside down. All of your priorities and what is good for you, everything has just been flipped upside down and you don't know what you should do.
Maniac, 나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 maniac.
빙빙 돌아버리겠지.
Maniac, Frankenstein처럼 걸어 maniac. Maniac.
Maniac, 나서 빠진 것처럼 무서워 maniac. 빙빙 돌아버리겠지. Maniac, 비정상 구성이 진단 maniac. Maniac. 가득해 두 눈은 lunatic. 모든 감각이 날 서있지. 예쁘게 포장한 대로 매번 갖던 only.
Locked up while wrapped in that pretty package. So essentially you, although I'm not a pretty package, but I am a package. I have a, no, never mind. Continuing to emphasize how everything is just building up inside us and we are trying to hide it by keeping our smiles on and keeping that straight face, that poker face essentially.
가득해 두 눈은 lunatic. 모든 감각이 날 서있지. 예쁘게 포장한 대로
All black
매번
darkness all
갖던
around.
only. 흘러가다 보면 결국 드러나겠지. 지금까지 내면의 그 모습이. Yeah.
Maniac. 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 Maniac.
You cannot stop with this maniac. 나서 빠진 것처럼 무서워 maniac. 핑핑 돌아버리겠지 maniac. 비정상 구성이 진단 maniac. Maniac.
This is one of my favorite songs that I've heard on this channel, 100%. And I'm absolutely blown away. The subject matter of this video, the execution of it musically, some of these transitions, visually, this video was absolutely amazing. Like the lyrics caught me so off guard that I didn't even get the chance to really dive too deep into the actual visuals, which is absolutely amazing. I am absolutely bamboozled right now. This was an amazing music video. It was so worth the wait and all of the hype, and that Ordinary trailer was just the beginning, and this video completely blew every single expectation that I had out of the water. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon if you want to support the production of these videos, and check out some exclusive reactions, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.